Aloha and welcome to Lucy's Paradise Podcast. We have the one, the only Alexis Monet.
Yo.
What's up? And don't mind me eating. I have to eat my meal prep.
That's
I
amazing.
flew from Arizona back to Hawaii. I just did another podcast and I'm hungry.
As you should.
So that's my
As
story.
usual. I
But we're
should be
talking about
eating.
fitness questions today,
Yes.
right?
Yes, we are. And
Fire
well,
away.
fitness and I guess emotional, security.
Ooh, emotional
Yeah.
security.
I just turned my do not disturb on because we gotta get deep.
Yeah, don't disturb us.
Don't disturb us while we're getting deep. Okay, so I guess my first question is what got you into the fitness and health world?
Ooh, that's a good one. So when you're from this thing that I call a very judgmental Filipino family,
Hmm.
if you gain even 5 pounds, your auntie will notice. And she will be like, "Oh, you get fat. You get a little bit fatter over here, over there. What happened over here? Your butt." You know what I mean? Like they fucking. I'm like, okay, damn, relax. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie to everybody. Like nobody's perfect.
Right, right,
And Jack in the Box jalapeno poppers have a chokehold on me right now. It
right.
just is what it is. I mean, first of all, how why are they so fucking good? You know,
Because jalapeno popper, like you've got
bro.
like cream cheese, jalapeno, like it's fried. Like, oh, how can you go wrong?
It's
You
unfair.
know? It's unfair.
But um, what got me really into it, I was always athletic my whole life, is that I was on a medication that increased my appetite.
Hmm.
And so I gained a little bit, like none of my clothes fit me anymore.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that didn't feel good.
Okay.
Um, I definitely like wasn't in sports anymore because I like already graduated high school. So I was
Hmm.
definitely moving a lot less.
Yeah.
And I just like wasn't happy with where I was at, and so I just started running every day. And then
Yeah.
I was running twice a day, and it wasn't anything crazy. I was not running anything crazy,
Yeah.
but I was doing it every day. So
Hmm.
then
Consistency.
after every day of running little short distances, then I was like, well, this is perfect. Now this short distance is easy, so now I'm just going to do it twice a day. I'll do it in the morning, I'll do it at night,
Hmm.
and then it
Yeah.
just slowly progressed. And then I got a
Yeah.
trainer. And that's really when the game changed because I didn't know anything about eating well.
Yeah.
I didn't
Okay.
know any of that. I grew up on, pot pies and TV dinners, and my parents don't know shit about nutrition. So
Hmm.
I didn't learn any of that from my parents. I had to learn
Right.
all of that on my own.
Okay.
And that was like the missing link. As soon as
Hmm.
I realized, holy shit, I'm eating way too many carbs
Yeah.
for the output that I'm doing during the day, it
Yeah.
was a game changer.
Yeah. Okay.
And everyone's body's different. So
Right.
what
Yeah.
what maybe I can eat a certain amount of X, Y, and Z, and maybe somebody can eat more, but they're still going to be fit, right? Everyone's different, so it's
Hmm.
kind of like a little experiment you got to do with yourself.
Yes, you do.
But
Yeah.
that's
That's
the
good.
initial what got me into it, and I
Yeah.
never looked back.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. All right. So then what keeps you motivated in general, or like, I mean, I guess it could be toward fitness, but in general, what keeps you motivated?
Mm, hmm. Well, I think I think like naturally I have like a natural instinct to not want to be complacent,
Hmm.
and so I won't really stay in the same place
Okay.
for very long.
Hmm.
But there's a lot of things that motivate me. It's other fitness friends that I see,
Yeah.
um, and kind of in the beginning, like before you really start motivating yourself, what I always suggest anybody to do is find some sort of motivational videos
Hmm.
that work for you. Like you watch them or you listen to them and it works. Like you
Yeah.
want to go walk around the block or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
Whatever works for you doesn't even matter. And then just listen to that every day.
Hmm.
And I have obviously having some sort of routine is great,
Yeah.
but it takes people to really work on their habits to be able to build routines,
Mm-hmm.
and then it just becomes like your life. Like
Yeah.
going to the gym is just a part of your life.
Yeah. Like
It's not
natural.
something. Yeah, it's like checking
Yeah.
the mail, right? That's
Right.
what it
Right.
ends up becoming.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the best way. And I always tell people there's like kind of three ways to do it. Um, I always say so. There's three people that you should always work out with. One person that's better than you, and they're gonna push you, and maybe they they push a little bit heavier than you, and
Mm-hmm.
you need that intimidation factor, not
Yeah.
to like discourage you, it's to push you
Mm-hmm.
to keep going, right? Because you
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
them, they're better.
Right.
Maybe they can do 10 reps and you can only do 5, right? But you need
Okay.
to go work out
Yeah.
with a person like that. That's one
Yeah.
person. You
Yep.
also need a person who's about the same as you,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
where you're both struggling to get up the hill or whatever, but then you can
Yep.
suffer together. You need
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Then you need a person that you're better than. So you got to find somebody that's worse off than you, and you got to motivate them, because that's
Mm-hmm.
going to help you build
Mm-hmm.
confidence in yourself.
Yeah.
And then with all
Okay.
those three people,
Mm-hmm.
you're never gonna want to stop, because you have these three people,
Yeah.
and the person that's better than you is gonna push you. The person that's
Mm-hmm.
the same as you is gonna see, you're gonna see them getting fit, and
Yep.
they're gonna see you getting fit, and then you're kind of
Mm-hmm.
doing it together,
I
and then you're
like
gonna be
that.
making somebody else better. So
Yeah.
I always tell people that, and that there's three people. There's always a three that I have that and you can
Mm-hmm.
interchange them or whatever. You can have like 10 of them if you want,
Mm-hmm.
but you always need one of each for sure.
Yeah. That's very smart.
It's a game changer, because
I
it's not
never
really
thought
just
of that.
about you know what I mean?
Well, of course. Well, and I know being with people and doing things
Nobody
with
wants to go to the
people.
gym by themselves.
Yeah. Yeah. So I get that. That's
And if you
so
can make it
smart.
fun,
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
if
Oh,
you and
my sister and
homegirl,
I would.
yeah, if you and homegirl can make it fun,
Yes.
and then and you don't have to go with her every time. You can go by yourself too, but it's gonna make you want to go, because maybe you did go by yourself and you're like, the motivation was a
Mm,
little,
it's
but then
not
you're gonna go with her
there.
now, and you're like, okay, maybe I'll go a little harder today. Maybe
Yeah.
like I have somebody to push me.
Yeah. Or
Even I
even
need
like compete with, like if
even I
that
need that.
helps. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Okay.
definitely.
I see you. That's a really good strategy. I have to use that. I'm gonna have to use that.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I guess this kind of ties in, you kind of answered it, but at what point in your life did you decide to dedicate yourself to health and fitness? Like, was there anything like a key moment in your life where you're like, you know what, I have to do this? Like, because you know how you can get like tired of like, you know, I don't know how to put it. Like, you just,
No,
I
I get what
guess,
you're saying.
yeah, okay.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
But
That's a good
yeah.
question. Um, and I'm just, and it's pretty simple, and it's kind of my why for it. It's always my why, and I talk
Hmm.
about it a lot. I've talked, is the key moments, and there were multiple key moments, but the key moments were watching how unhealthy my father was, my dad,
Hmm. Yeah.
and never changing anything. And
Yeah.
so forever, I'm always going to wonder, what if he had a raw diet? What if he went
Hmm.
to the gym every day? What if he
Yeah.
didn't drink anymore? What if,
Hmm.
I don't know? Because I
Right.
can't, there's no physical way I could have ever made that person do anything different.
Right.
So those moments, those key moments, me growing up
Yeah.
and now no longer having my dad in my life,
Hmm.
are the big, this is why I have to be healthy. Because if I have
Yeah.
nephews in my life,
Hmm.
children in my life,
Hmm.
somebody I'm in love with, or even family members,
Yeah.
I think it's my responsibility to be around for them.
Hmm.
My mom,
Yeah.
like, I'm not gonna die before my mom. Like,
Hmm.
that'd be crazy, right? So
Right.
I need to try to take care of myself. And it's not just for other people, it's for me. I mean,
Hmm.
ultimately, it's for me. I mean, my dad
Right.
didn't even get to enjoy being retired.
Yeah.
He never got to do that.
Yeah.
That's not a way to live. To live and
No.
work all the way and then get sick and die. That's
Yeah.
what? That's crazy. If if
Yes,
if
that's
if
crazy.
if I
That
told my
is.
dad when he was healthy, but not healthy, but because he was never healthy. But
Hmm.
if I told my dad before he was in the hospital, hey,
Hmm.
this is your future,
Hmm.
I don't know. I wonder if he would have like maybe wanted to change something,
Hmm.
or I don't know.
Yeah.
You know.
And you're left with the what if or the why. Like you're always left with those questions.
Well, but as a child that experienced that,
Hmm.
I feel like it's my responsibility to try to
Hmm.
be healthy, not just for myself, but for the people that I love around me, so that I'm here for a
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to, like I said, nobody's perfect, you know? I mean,
Hmm.
yeah, once in a while, I'm going to want a fucking McFlurry or whatever, you know?
Sure.
But
Yeah.
it cannot be my routine. My routine has to be the other stuff.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
it
You're
make,
every
honestly
day.
makes that stuff more enjoyable.
It does. When you don't have it all the time,
Yeah, it makes it more enjoyable when you have it
it's a
every day.
treat.
Like,
It's not a treat anymore. It's a part of your routine. That's messed up.
yeah.
That's crazy. And you want to know that's a small part of why I feel like I could never live in Hawaii because I feel like it's so beautiful and grand. Like I don't want to lose that magic. But then when I like have friends like you, I'm like, wait, you love it. Like I can't. I don't know. I
Um,
kind of want to change my perception on that.
I would say the magic never goes away.
See, I knew you were going to say that. Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. I just have
And
to
I think every place kind of has something, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like even though like ultimately I don't want to live in LA, LA still
Yeah,
has
something.
it's some fun stuff. Like it's fun to go to
Yeah,
red carpets with my friends, or
yeah.
you know, it's fun to like be
Okay.
in the music video occasionally. And like
Mm-hmm.
in LA you could do that. It's easy to do that.
Or just
So
like end up on set. Yeah, no,
yeah,
I
there's
get
like
that.
different magics in different spots, you know, but I
Yeah.
don't think it really goes away. I think even living here, even when you're
Hmm.
struggling, it's so beautiful. Like all it
Yeah.
takes is one beach day for you to forget, you know?
To me, that's motivation too. Like being surrounded by something that like motivates you, like something you
Going
can
on a,
see or
yeah,
like do. Yeah.
yeah. Being around all
Okay.
the fit people on the hikes,
All the hot people in Hawaii.
all the hot fit people.
Yes. Okay.
This is good.
Yeah, I wish I could taste it. Okay, this is a good question. So, how have you seen yourself mature within the last year or
Ooh,
change?
that's a good one. By the way, we didn't really say, but for this
Hmm.
podcast, we were switching things up, and
Yes.
Alexis was going to ask me stuff. I
Yeah.
never said that before, but
That's
if
true.
you haven't noticed, she's asking me a bunch of questions. I'm answering them. We just wanted to switch it up. We
Hmm.
missed each other, and we needed the vibe, and I was like,
Yeah.
let's do something different.
Right.
Um, but that's a good one. How have I matured in the last year? I think kind of in a lot of ways, but I would say kind of kind of like I think one way I would say is kind of like sitting back more with being patient about things.
Hmm.
And so as an example, like I was well obviously my podcast is something that I've really been putting a lot of time and energy into, and then before starting it was a lot of planning and stuff before I
Yeah.
implemented things.
Hmm.
So it's something I wanted to put more of my like focus and energy into.
Yeah.
So other things kind of fell by the wayside. Like I kind of like really wasn't going out a
Hmm.
ton just because I didn't really there wasn't really a point. Like unless it had something to do with my podcast, I didn't really want to do it.
Yeah.
So I think I was prioritizing things differently. I wasn't really like focused on like dating anybody, that kind of thing. So I'm not like on dating apps, which I'm sure we've talked about before. I've talked about on other podcasts, but just focusing on the stuff I wanted to prioritize for me. You
Yeah.
know, if I didn't do that, I would have never finished my movie, which is going to come out soon.
Let's go.
Um, and that's part of that is you know I've definitely felt like I'm sure everybody can attest to this to some extent that there are relationships that you get into and then you just kind of like just time just goes by and you're like
Hmm.
shit I had all these goals
Yes.
and I
You're like,
like
what
got wrapped
happened?
up in this relationship
Yes.
I like forgot that I wanted to finish X, Y, and Z. And that's kind
Mhm.
of what I was avoiding.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I really sat down and like was like, these are the things I want to complete really,
Mhm.
really soon. The last one's my book, which it will be done probably like in the next couple weeks. But um, I think, yeah, just really focusing more on my goals and not getting distracted,
Yeah.
which happens also.
Yeah. Okay. And so you've seen yourself be able basically to like focus more on like what you need to do and like do it
Yeah, like,
essentially.
yeah, stop dilly dallying, I guess, you know?
Yeah. No, I get that because same.
Yeah, the last year, you
Truthfully.
know, I was like, okay, I'm not going to dilly dally. So I wasn't drinking, which saved me a lot of time, right? Because if I'm not drinking, I'm not going out. And if I do go out, I'm not drinking anyway. So I'll probably come home anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm so focused on doing the creative stuff
Mm-hmm.
that it didn't really leave me for much time to do anything else. So,
Yeah.
but it's
Okay.
been a blessing because the right things have been coming to me at the right time. So it's
Yeah.
been good.
Okay. All right. It's a lot of positivity. I'm here for it because like life is crazy. Okay. Okay. How do you keep negative things that people say at bay for your mental health?
Cry about it. No.
I knew you were gonna
Hmm.
say that. I just know you too well. I
You
know not
know,
have to stand you.
this is the thing. There's never going to be a time in life where every single person likes you. You know, there's never going to be, you know, you could be coming out with all kinds of really cool stuff and projects and art and stuff. And there's always going to be an opinion
Yeah.
that might hurt your feelings or might not be beneficial or might be negative or whatever. The, the thing that's helpful is to put on what I call hater blockers, which are your glasses, and just
Hmm.
don't try to avoid the negativity. Don't look at it. Don't focus on it because what you focus on is what you're bringing light to and what you're bringing energy to. And if you're
Hmm.
focusing on all of the negative, it's easy to do that. I can go look at all my negative comments and negative DMs right now, or I could take
Hmm.
everything that's sent to me and I could take it in a negative way and
Right.
it could just ruin my whole week. You know
Right.
what I mean? So it's really up to you what you're going to let affect you. No one, it's impossible in the whole wide world for everyone to like you. I don't care how famous you are, who you are, what you created. I mean, look at like
That's true.
all the celebrities, right? Or
Hmm.
whatever. Each one would, depending on who you like or who you don't like, or, you know, some people like the Kardashians and some don't. And then
Hmm.
some people love them and some don't. And you can see like a million positive comments and a million negative comments. It's just whatever you're focusing on
Right.
is your reality. So
Yeah.
create your own reality and know that you have control over your reality.
Hmm.
And you just can't let that shit get to you because it's just gonna drag you down, you know.
Yeah.
Negative shit's just gonna draw more negative, and so that's why it's important to surround yourself with positive people too.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yep. Mhm. Yeah. You be preaching good on my Bible. No, I'm just kidding.
Welcome to
Um,
Sunday school.
Sunday school.
I don't know.
This is Sunday school. I'm sign me up. Um, okay. If you could go back and give your younger self advice, what would it be?
I would say before I got married the first time, don't do it. No.
Don't do
Um,
it. Ah,
you know, as much as I think people think about that and they fantasize about that, like if I could go back in time, the thing is though, like I wouldn't be who I am right now without all that, the mistakes and whatever else. Like I wouldn't be this same person with the same experience.
yeah.
So I'm sure I could think of something. I
Mhm.
don't think it would really serve me well.
Mhm.
Um, I mean, all I can really think of is like spend more time with people because people are just not here forever,
That's true.
and be cautious with what you say. Like if you're saying what you mean, that's one thing, but saying something just to say it and then, you know, maybe it could have a negative result and then now you
All right.
fault, you know, you're not getting along with that person, and then, you know, what, god forbid, if something happens, then what, you know, are you gonna have to think about that for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
So just that kind of stuff. But yeah,
Mhm.
it's not too good to regret. It's kind of pointless, you know.
No, that's a very like a typical basic question, and I asked it because I wanted to hear what you know, would respond to it, and that's exactly how I feel. So that's like, that's crazy. No, I love that because we do get so focused on the past that we forget that the future is ahead, but we also forget to be present because your your past does not need you, your future does. But in order to get to your future, you have to be present.
But you learn that lesson for a reason. And
Mhm.
now you're entering the next phase and opening the next window or door
Yeah.
with the what you learned. So
Mhm.
going back and saying, "Oh, you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that,"
Yeah.
it's basically going to result in you being a different person. So
Yeah, essentially. And I like that because despite like, or in spite of everything that we've gone through, you still love the person that you are today. And like, it led you to be who you are. So I love that because I literally think the same. Okay. So, okay, what emotional goals do you have for yourself, or if any?
what emotional goals? Hmm,
Mhm,
that's an interesting question. I don't think anyone has ever asked me
mhm,
what emotional goals I would have for myself. Um, I mean, I'm generally pretty positive. So, because I'm just thinking of like what would an emotional goal be. The only
mhm.
other thing I can think of is like sometimes I'm just like tired because like I stay up too late or I
Yeah.
maybe do too much in one day or something.
Mhm.
But I'm pretty emotionally stable. So like it takes a lot to make me upset, and if I encounter a negative person, I'm usually pretty good at shaking it off. And so I don't really know if I have too many emotional goals besides maybe being more like open
Okay.
with how I feel in relationships, I would say, which I think I'm doing pretty good because I've cried a lot in the last 11 days, which I'll tell you about later offline.
11
But
days is
um,
crazy.
yeah,
Okay.
I think maybe I like reserve how I feel or a little bit more, and I think
Mhm.
so. What could maybe be a good goal is to just express more instead of instead of hold back a little bit. I
Yeah,
guess that could be one, but
because I
generally I
mean,
think I'm pretty
expressive.
okay. Yeah, and then maybe a little moody sometimes, but that's why it's like I just sleep more, you know.
Yeah. No, I get that. I only ask that because it's like, I don't know, there's a strain, you know, sometimes when you can't reach that place where, at least where you are, where you're saying like, you know, it's like second nature to go to the gym. If you haven't reached that point, you know, there could be a lot of like emotional toll on you, right? So you'd want to set a goal and be like, you know what? I'm going to be less angry about waking up to go to the gym. You know, something like that's what I was thinking of. But yes.
Well, I have a deep appreciation. Living in Hawaii gives you that. You
Mhm.
wake up and you're like, so beautiful, and you just love
Yeah.
everything. I mean, I wake up next to Nobu,
Yeah,
who's like the
yes.
cutest dog in the
The
planet,
cutest
who looks so cute
baby.
right now,
I need to see it. Send me a picture when we're
cuter than
done.
earlier when I took a picture because I took a picture earlier, and now he looks cuter.
Send immediately. Yes.
I'll send it.
Okay, perfect.
But just I just try to appreciate everything I have, and
Mhm.
generally that keeps me pretty good emotionally.
Yeah,
And
I love it.
really just being able to reel yourself back. Maybe if you are in traffic and someone did something great, just it's not that big a
Mhm.
deal.
Mhm.
I'll get
You're
there. If
gonna
they're an
get to
asshole,
where
who cares?
you're getting. Yeah.
Yeah, letting things
Yeah.
roll off your back,
Mhm.
that type of thing.
Yes. Okay.
But I sent you the picture. He's so cute.
Yes. Okay. Hold on. Wait. I gotta actually see this. Hold on.
He's just
Oh,
slumped. I know, isn't he cute?
I'm saving that. Are you serious?
Isn't he
Look at
adorbs?
the little eye. Just tucked up. Oh. Oh my gosh. The cutest baby.
He's vibing.
I'm gonna look at that later and be like, okay, okay, okay. Let's see. We have a couple more. We have a couple more.
Ooh.
Um, what, what is your opinion on stereotypes about showing emotions?
Interesting. I think it's I think it's dumb because we're human.
Hmm.
Um, we need to show emotion. It's healthy to show emotion. Like, I don't believe in the rules that guys shouldn't cry
Yes, that's
or guys
exactly
shouldn't
what I was thinking.
be like affectionate. You
Right.
should feel whatever you feel,
Hmm.
and it's okay to cry. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to
Hmm.
it. That's what makes us human. And a guy isn't like any weaker. I actually think guys are stronger when they are emotionally aware enough to express
Hmm.
things and cry.
Yeah.
I feel like they're more of a man than someone who hides it,
Hmm.
um, or suppresses like how they feel. So
Yeah.
the stereotypes are dumb. It
Hmm.
doesn't really do anything besides promote, you know, you storing these feelings and not expressing them properly. That's
Yeah.
all it really promotes
Yeah.
by having the stereotypes, or by encouraging kids to follow these stereotypes.
Yes.
Is
The
that
next
almost,
generation.
yeah, it's like, don't
Yeah.
cry or be a man, and it's like,
Hmm.
what?
Yeah.
Like, he could cry if he's feeling that emotion come up, because it's
Yeah.
better to let
Yeah.
it out
Yeah.
than to hold. That could be bad. It could
Yeah.
also transmute to like anger or whatever else.
But then they
I'm not a
would,
therapist, but I just think it's dumb.
yeah. Wouldn't they complain also if the kid just turned out to be a total turd? So either way, they're not satisfied.
Kids are turds sometimes.
They are turds sometimes. But like, because I work with kids, I think about like they
Mm,
are like so
mm.
they have all these emotions and they don't know what to do with them. So we have to teach them, and we cannot react so big when their reaction is, or their emotions are big. Our reactions have to remain small because, like, I don't know, that's with anyone and anything. Like, put yourself in their shoes. Like, if I was going through what they're going through, how would I
Psycho.
respond emotionally, you know?
There's a lot of really interesting kid child psychology stuff that would be interesting, that you
Okay,
might want to read. Um,
sure.
it's really interesting. Kids, yeah, they're just confused. They don't understand, what they're
Hmm.
feeling sometimes,
Hmm.
and just sometimes getting help in expressing that, or like articulating it can be
Yeah.
nice. But yeah, not like shaming a kid for feeling sad or feeling embarrassed, like, oh.
Hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, that's interesting. That's an interesting point.
Yeah, we actually should like dig deep into that. And there's a reason like I'm asking all these questions because like start off where it's like where you are, where you've been, and then we dig deep into like childhood these next like I guess couple questions. But um it's a
Interesting.
process. That's what it is. It's a process. And I like that we can talk about it. Um okay. Uh I feel like I don't know. I just feel like you're so like you're amazing, and this is just like a question, but in
Thank
what
you.
ways do you want to better yourself mentally and physically?
I think it's always good to try to aim for that, right? um and it's kind of like a never ending task,
Yeah.
bettering yourself mentally, bettering yourself physically.
Mhm.
But I try to combine doing physical stuff with stuff that makes me happy.
Yeah.
um, like hiking, being outdoors is easy because you don't feel
Mhm.
like you're working out.
Right.
I'm not just like in the gym and then I do like X, Y, and Z. Then I'm so bored. Like,
Mhm.
but yeah, I think always improving mentally. You can all, I'm always probably never getting enough sleep at some point, right? Or
You
or
crack
whatever.
me up at your sleeping hours.
Rest, eating good. I mean, that all helps you cognitively.
Mhm.
Reading, doing homework, all that kind of crap. But
Yes. Okay.
yeah, I think you should always be doing that. Yeah, I mean, there's days that I'm like, oh, I have to get in the gym and I have to move. And then there are days where it's like, I just have to sit down and read. Like, I just have to like get
Hmm.
my mind going. And that's actually what helps me sleep the most. It's not just when my body is tired, but when like I'm
Hmm.
mentally tired.
Yeah. I also think it's important to respect those feelings because, there's a lot of people it's like, I want to sit down and I want to read a book, but when they sit down, they're like, I need to do this, I need to do that, and they can't even take that moment to rest for real. Like,
Mm.
and they don't even properly know what rest is. And I say this a lot, like, how am I supposed to be like the normal, cheerful person that I am if I don't get the proper rest that I need? Because that's how I am, like, able to be, the way I am is
Mm.
rest, like, or taking time for yourself. But I've found just from talking to people and experiencing it myself, like, you feel guilt sometimes when it's time to rest.
Hmm.
And so, yeah, that's a weird thing to balance. But
That's true.
mhm,
It's a good point.
okay, yeah, but I don't know. That's something I guess I would say, like, don't feel guilty for resting, bettering yourself. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because in the end, you suffer the most, like when you don't sleep and stuff. Like, oh man,
I'm
like
not
it's
not
so
really I'm not
hard.
really fun to be around. It's hard to like want to
Yeah, it
socialize.
changes the
So once I
body.
start getting
Yeah.
tired, I'm
Mhm.
like, guys, I'm gonna go home. Like, you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
like,
you're like,
I'm
I'm a
better
fun
off.
sucker.
I'm gonna come by. Like, I'll sleep all day tomorrow, and then we'll hang out the next day. Like, you
Mhm.
know.
Yeah.
Um. So yeah, resting. Just like, we're always kind of chasing the balance. We're it's a constant chase for balance.
Mhm.
Am I going outside enough? Am I sleeping enough? Am I hanging out with my friends enough? Am I
Mhm.
socializing enough?
Right.
You're always just kind of balancing it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there's
Totally
days that
understand that.
I totally plan to work out, and I'm like, I'm just way too tired. It's
I
okay.
totally plan to work out and then I accidentally like eat a whole pizza.
Yeah, but don't beat yourself up. You know what I mean? Because when you're getting into it too, like, just do it as small steps. Like, if you're want it to be a part of your routine daily,
Mhm.
just do it twice a week for a while.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a couple
Like, do
times a week.
Monday and Friday, or like, me personally, I
Mhm.
actually like working out like Monday, or I'm just giving you an example because I really don't like to work out Monday, but like
Mhm.
Monday, and then like Tuesdays off, and then
Okay.
Wednesday, and then Thursday,
Oh,
like every other day,
okay. Yeah.
because then I have
Yeah.
like a whole day to recover.
I was to say you also have to like recover like your muscles, right? And give them
Yeah,
time to
but
like.
but yeah, and then you have better workouts anyway, because then when you're
Mhm.
in the gym again, you're completely recovered.
Mhm.
And so I tell people, the number one thing that discourages people from working out is that they're so sore that they
Yes.
literally can't go back for multiple days. And I'm like, that's
Yeah.
fine. When you're fully recovered, then go back.
Then go.
Then that's your
Yeah.
2 days.
Yeah.
That's it. You know?
Right.
And then do that for a while. And then when you're going every Monday and Friday,
Mhm.
then you can like add Wednesday in there.
Right. That's
Yeah,
true.
just do it slowly.
So.
Because if you do it all at once, super fast,
Mhm.
it's you're not
It's
going to
gonna be
stick to it.
overwhelming. Like, and
You're just
yeah,
not going to
and
stick to it.
it's gonna seem like a chore. I know for my brain, if anything
Yeah,
seems like a chore, it's like I don't want to do it.
yeah,
Yeah. That's how it is.
exactly.
Okay. I'm looking taking some tips. Taking some tips. It's summertime. Get out and get moving. Get
Yeah.
outdoors. Um. So, what is something from your childhood you will never forget?
Mm, um, I remember, like, there's a couple things. Making mud pies with my brother,
Hmm.
literally,
Yeah.
and like being in all of his like plays. He always like
Hmm.
had plays. He was so creative.
Yeah.
like you don't realize it until like I look back, and then he's like, "Oh, we should do that." Like this dude created a whole play, and we were all like
Hmm.
in the play. That's
Yeah.
pretty like amazing
Yeah.
for like a kid to come up with that. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I would say time spent with my brother is probably like we would swim at the pool every single day, like every
Hmm.
single day, just
Okay.
always, just every day.
Yeah.
We're always at the
Okay.
pool from like as
You're a
soon as it
water
opened
baby.
to like as soon as it closed.
Okay.
Yeah, all the time. Like I hated when they would make us like break from the pool. I'm like, why?
Uh-huh. Like why? Well,
One
because
one
you're
time we were at the
wrinkled.
pool. One time we're at the pool and it was raining.
The
And so
best
I
is
was like,
swimming in a
there's
thunderstorm. Are you
there's
serious?
no there's no break from the pool, and then we have a
Uh,
break from the pool. Why? I'm
I'm
in the
already wet.
pool.
I'm in the water.
Yeah, it pissed me off, man.
Yeah. No, I get that. I get that. Okay. All right. All right. Um, I think I just have like two more questions. Do you still have any childhood habits? And I guess an example would be like sleeping a certain way, saying a prayer, or just anything from childhood that you still do.
Hmm. Childhood habits.
Hmm. Like
I
for
don't.
me, I do like still sleep like in a ball, kind of.